I just realized my sound was off. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's good to be back here. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. This was fixed, but it looks like I need to fix the this filter again. It's got me looking a little crazy here. It's a little better. Let's trim that down. Sorry about that. Yeah, I hope everyone had a good some good time off. If you did, if you're in a place where people had off this week. So we did some traveling, spent some time in New Orleans and Florida, Alabama. So, hey, Show, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I was watching Show IP Interface Brief's channel earlier today. Having some good times with IPv6, the VPN, and some good stuff. So yeah, good to see you, man. Again, or you see me this time. But yeah, back in action. Trying to get back into the grind. You finally got it working. Okay, I'm curious what you found there. I had to dip out. Looked like you were getting an issue with the multicast packets, hello packets or something. Now I'm going to break it. Yeah, there you go. Break it, make sure that you're right, and see what other havoc will ensue. It's always good. So yeah, I'm getting back in the groove. I also had a, celebrated another year on the planet. So my wife got me several things. Among those are this cool Star Wars mug. So this is BB9E, I believe, the evil robot. So you'll be seeing him on stream from time to time. Also got another robot, R2D2 coffee maker. So obviously I like Star Wars. But yeah, good to be back and good to get ready back to get into the groove on streaming. Let me put some music on, by the way. Just some chill music. So I had to sort of regroup this morning, and I have been labbing actually today. I've had my lab up for a few hours. My Azure Security Lab, or Infrastructure Services Lab. So I've been labbing some things. I've been watching a show stream and participating in that. But we are nearing a milestone here in my plan, sort of my 60-day out plan. And I need to fix the audio. One moment. Yeah, my mic pick set up, so I have to adjust that. But yeah, so in the plan, getting down to 36 days. So where I'm at is I'm trying to finish in networklessons.com in this course the network services or infrastructure services. So I got through first top redundancy protocols, finished that up earlier today. Got glbp done. And we may actually do some flashcards on that here while I'm thinking about it. And we're now on NTP. Anki is not optimized for your Mac and needs to be updated. I realize I'm running like an old version of Anki, but I think. Well, let's see if it launches. Okay, yep. And folks, I really did not do any study over the holiday. Like from Monday, actually I didn't do much Monday either until this morning. So, and it was great though. It was a nice break. It's a break that the fam that we really needed and got. And I got a lot of sleep. We had some fun. We did some had some great experiences, and I got to see little nephew. It was great. So I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling ready to go. Also had some birthday gifts, which will include, yes, I am imbibing a little bit this afternoon to keep me going. This is a little Jack and Diet Coke. I got off my keto. So I totally broke my keto diet, and you got to do that when you're in New Orleans. I mean, how can you go to New Orleans, not have a fruity drink like a hurricane, you know, not eat all the delectables that they have, pralines. I mean, the list goes on and on. So yes, but tomorrow we go back to the gym. Today we are back on our study grind. 36 days to go, and back on the keto. So yeah, I already feel in my cheeks like I've gained some weight, but that's okay. That's not related to CCA. Let's get to this. GLBP. There are 7 cards in the Necker Cube card deck. And how does GLBP addressing work? Well, with GLBP, you create a virtual address, and that address is used by all the active virtual forwarders. And the MAC addresses are assigned by the active virtual gateway, the AVG. Oh, okay. Yeah, very open-ended question. 0007.B40x.xxy, where XXX is a 10-bit GLP group number and YY is a VF number. That is correct. And as a matter of fact, folks, I have updated, based on first hop redundancy protocols, I did update some information in the drill sheet. And let's check it out. Local changes to the following files will be overwritten by merge, or stash them before you merge. I can stash them. Okay, so what's happened here, if you're familiar with Git, is I made a change to the same document in 2 different places. I am not the master, but what it's telling me is that, I have local changes that I have not committed. But I have to do one or two things. I have to either discard the changes or stash them, as it says here, or do a pull. So it got an error, so it stopped me from doing it. And I need to know how to do a git stash. Saving changes, git stashing. Often when you've been working on part of your project, things are in a messy state, you want to switch branches. Oh, okay. The answer to this issue is a git stash command. I did not know about this until now. I want to put that in the links here. For any of you who work with Git, I am so tightly integrated with Git right now. Like, I have so much vested in Git. Like, I use it at work every day. And now I use it for all my study material and my labs. So let me put that here. This looks like a good reference. This is from Git itself, I think, yeah. So once you've been worried, there's a messy state. Stashing takes a dirty state of your working directory and saves it on a stack of unfinished changes that you reapply at any time. Okay, let's do git status. Yeah, I've got 2, as a matter of fact. I don't care about blueprint checklist. I don't think I care about memory drills either. Oh, these are untracked. I need to add those. Git add iOS security. Yeah, let's add those. And then, is there a way to discard git checkout to discard changes in working directory? Interesting. So anyway, let's go back to this git stash. Now you want to switch branches, but you don't want to commit. I only have one branch. I only have the master branch. Put a new stash onto your stack. Run git stash. Okay. Your working directory is clean. Git status. Okay, at this point, you can easily switch branches and do work elsewhere. Your changes are stored on your stack. Looks like you have to do that beforehand. So I want to see what this checkout. Git checkout. I'm still learning a lot of these git commands. Oh, what's this? What is this? Atlassian Git tutorial. Atlassian, of course, is awesome, y'all. Atlassian came up with, Bitbucket, among other things. Anyway, this page examines the git checkout command. Git checkout is active switching between different versions of a target entity. The git checkout operates upon 3 distinct entities: files, commits, and branches. To apply the active executing, okay. In the undoing, we saw how git check can be used to view old commits. The git lets you navigate between the branches created by git branch. Okay, not interested in that. When collaborators, it's common to utilize remote. These can be hosted or shared. Each remote. Okay, git fetch. Okay, this is a scenario I'm in. Yeah, it's not really what I want to do. Git branching and merging. You decide you're going to work on issue number 3, fit in whatever tracking system. Create a new branch. That's to create a new branch. Okay. That's what checkout does. You work on your website and do some commits. Doing so moves the ISO branch forward because you have checked it out. Master, new branch. There you go, let us in, you fix it immediately. Switch back to the master branch, right? We're doing the work different staging has uncommitted changes. Git won't let you switch branches. It's best to have a clean working state. What is cleaning? Stashing and cleaning. Creative stashing, okay. Cleaning your working directory. This is what I need. Remove cruft. That is an official word. Assuming you do not want to remove or clean, you can do it with git clean. To remove all the untracked files, you can run. Are these tracked? No, I don't have any untracked files. By default, the git clean will only remove untracked files that are not ignored. Any file that matches a pattern in your git ignore will not be removed. Okay, all right. I don't want to do git clean. Git resolve merge conflicts. Here we go. I downloaded and made some changes and committed. Then I did a checkout and delete, but I made some changes. Yes. You have unmerged changes between your two branches that need to be resolved. Okay, that doesn't, that's pretty much useless article. Clean line change, merge conflicts. See if you can hear the merge conflict in your file. Oh, you actually open this file. Generate a list of the files affected by the merge conflict. In this endless style guide has a merge conflict. Open your favorite text editor. Okay, this is what I have. Your branch and origin have diverged and have 1 or 2 different commits each respectively. Use the git pull to merge the remote branch. That's what I want to do. Your local changes to the following files will be overwritten by the merge. Remove the merge. What was this? Competing line change merge conflicts. I cannot open this file in a text editor. Ah, remove. Okay. Git rm. Git rm written. The following files local modifications. Use a cache key order to force removal. Let's force. Git pull. Your local change the following file will be overwritten. Since you've been working with Git, do you think? Show IP interface brief says, in your opinion, it's better to use Git for stashing files and library, or using something like Google Drive, Dropbox is better? I would say that's a good question, Show, and I would say Git for a couple reasons. One is it's part of the, I know you've passed the written, but it's part of the written, you know, blueprint. But also basically Google Drive and Dropbox, from what I understand, are using a lot of the same technology as Git. It's essentially a lot of the same sort of technology. So with Git, you get a lot of control at the command line level. So what I like about it, for example, is I can go to my EvenG instance in Azure or even locally. And since it's like Git is there already, you don't have to even add or install the package. But I can use Git to sync my lab files between, you know, the cloud and between, you know, the local, multiple places. I mean, this merge issue comes about no matter what you do. I think you actually have more options with Git versus like Dropbox or Google Drive. There's not a lot of options there. You either delete the file on Google Drive and re-upload it, or download it again and overwrite your local changes. There's not really a branching feature. So, and also if you're starting to work with code at all, like if you're doing any infrastructure as code or programmability, you're working with devs, you're going to be using Git. So that's another reason I definitely recommend using it. All right, this file, I think I can get rid of that as well. The following file has changes staged in the index. Now let's do a git pull. Your local changes. Okay, so that's kind of annoying. Git rm my node style. It's going to do this for each one of these files. This is definitely, though, why you always want to do a commit after you've been done. I've had this happen with coworkers too. Like they'll update the code and I update the code. Okay, now it's mad about written auto merging conflict, merge conflict, fix conflicts. Thing is they don't really tell you a good way. Merging a pull request. Squash the commits into one commit by clicking the merge. Okay, useless link. This is the only part of Git I have not really figured out how to do well. Yeah, see, this is great when you're dealing with text files. But that's absolutely no use to me, unfortunately. Git fails to merge. Yeah, Git fails to create a merge. Merge the master branch. Let's see, git status. Changes to be committed. You have unmerged paths. Yeah, basically I want to git merge abort, git pull, cannot merge binary files. Okay. I think there's not a lot of good information out here because people just don't know how to do it. Okay, git checkout accepts an ours or theirs option. So if you have a merge and you want the file from the branch you're merging in, okay, git checkout theirs. Written. Pulling is not possible if you have unmerged files. Hint, fix them up in the work tree. I've found a way to do this. past. Git overwrite local. Yes, this is how I want to do. Git reset, yeah. Git fetch origin. Git reset hard origin master. This tells it to fetch the commits from the remote repository position to the tip of its master branch. Git pull. Okay, so let's see if that worked. And we will look at notes, and I did a lot of work on this drill sheet. It's going to be very hard to manage. Okay, good. So yeah. So what I did is I reduced the font size, and I basically created these borders and compressed a lot of stuff together. So nice. So that worked. And we should have some new packet captures as well. So let's do git status. Your branch is up to date. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Nice. Git pull. Good. Okay, now we can move on to actual labbing. Or our agenda, I should say. Oh yeah, going over Anki. Anki cards on glbp. Okay, window management issues. Okay, here we go. So on the drill sheet, that's the whole reason we went down the Git rabbit hole, was to look at my notes on glbp. And what I did is I actually updated the Ethernet MAC address table that I have. Yeah, multicast Ethernet addresses. So I realized earlier I had not added HSRP and glbp. Now those are now on there, although this formatting is a little different than what this is saying. This is saying that the fourth character in the second hextet is an X. And I would beg to differ with that. Always challenge, guys. You never know what you might be looking at. And this is not the first error I have found in the yeah, see this says different. So that's either a typo or move this off to another screen. Or just, I don't know, they got the information that Necrocube got this from was wrong. I don't know, but it's, let's look at glbp address. I mean, just because you see it, for example, Wikipedia doesn't mean it's right either. glbp MAC address. This is Cisco doc. Yeah, Cisco doc, of course, is going to leave out important details, which is what we expect. Like the main reason I went to that. Link, and of course that information that I wanted is not there. Yeah, I guess people just don't know or don't bother to look it up. What's the RFC? Oh, that's VRRP. Yeah, this is because it's Cisco proprietary. There's no RFC. But is Cisco going to document this? Yeah, see, this is the group number is here according to this Joseph, whoever this is. It is a mistake in the book. The GLBP, interesting. This is Mark Holm, 3 times CCIE and CCDE. The GLBP group number is also encoded using 2 bits from the 4th byte. Interesting. All right, let's do this. Well, it says it here. Wow, so I got to give Necrocube credit, man. He's Network Lessons was wrong, but he was right. There's actually an errata on this, and there's one really easy way to find out by modifying the group number. Let's do it. This lab is probably timed out. That's the nice thing about having a big lab like this. You can always go back, and if it's already running, you just log in and... this official cert guide. What is this document here? Oh, this is just the errata. Tis the Juba, okay. Man, Necrocube, I gotta give you props, man. I know you're probably not watching, but every time I doubt your cards, I find myself being corrected. Excellent job researching, questioning information given. Awesome job. Thanks, man. Yeah, it looks like this one is has been a controversy in the past. Wikipedia is wrong. And there's a errata on here. We're going to find out, man. We're not going to take anybody's word for it anymore. It's too much doubt has been cast on this issue. And it probably won't make a lick of difference for my goal related to the written. But, you know, inquiring minds want to know. And why does it not? I guess I need to log off. Let's log out. Log back in. That's all we got to do. This, by the way, is an issue that was supposedly addressed in the new Pro version. I've noticed this before. You get logged out of the administration session sometimes, and it doesn't time you out or give you any indication that you can't connect until you try to console. That supposedly is a bug fix in the Pro version that came out 2 days ago. But let's look at these interfaces. So show run interface, yeah, 0, 0. Yeah, this is configured for GLBP 1. It's going to be kind of a little bit of a pain to change, but... yeah, so let's take these. And we'll go with this community edition, kind of awkward copy paste. Got authentication on here too, which is pretty cool. That was in the lab. All right, we want to go to the beginning here. All right, I'm going to pause for like a second. And I'm going to do Control A. Thank you. I've been having some kind of... Apparently, if you press it like 3 times, it'll work. All right, so what numbers can we use here? glbp up to 1023. Let's go 1023 because we like extremes. We like extremes on these big labs here in Azure because we just like to break stuff. No glbp 1. I have to type out each one. No glbp 1 priority 255. No glbp 1 preempt. glbp 1023 IP 102.170. glbp 1023 priority. That's the highest priority number you can configure, by the way. glbp 1023 preempt. Show run section glbp. Control A plus A to get to the front of the line. Okay, I want to try that. Appreciate that, Tony. Glad you're hanging out, man. I hope you had a great session. Yeah, Control A and then A, right? Okay, we're going to give that a shot. So I'm going to put this in. I did like the lab because with glbp it has this, different sort of tracking mechanism than the other ones. And then we're just Control AA. Okay, we're gonna do no. Gotcha. Okay, this is working a little better. Yeah, pretty much you do it twice. It's pretty consistent. Okay. And I'm okay with that as long as it's consistent and I'm not struggling to understand or explain why the universe is behaving a certain way. Then I'm okay. This probably was not the most efficient way to back this out, but we got one more. Man, I'm glad you told me that, show. That's helping me on the struggle bus. Okay, so now we're going to put these back. I'm just going to get some practice. I'm going to type this back out. glbp 1023 IP 192.168.252. glbp 1023 priority 150. Preempt. glbp 1023 waiting. I kind of like this waiting feature. Authentication, MD5, keystring, Cisco. glbp, let's see. Okay, now we're going to do our tracking. glbp 1023 waiting, track 16 decrement 20. And the same for 17. All right, show glbp status. Oh, brief. Yeah, it's either brief or just show Gia. All right, that's looking good so far. Duplex mismatch. This happens, I've noticed, the duplex mismatch commonly happens on Community Edition whenever you restart a switch or a router that are connected to each other. Upon first boot, it's not as common. But basically, I just have to do this on router 1, GI03, so. We'll do that. Yeah, so this is, kind of just a tracking exercise where we have two interfaces. And we want, the way this lab worked is that we want to configure our weighting so that if one interface goes down, and again, glbp is this way, right? But we're going to track it against our upstream router, which makes a lot of sense, right? Especially when you're dealing with like ISP configuration. But basically, we don't want anyone to use us for their default gateway, any of these hosts. If both of these interfaces are down. If one goes down, that's fine. If both go down, we want to decrement the weighting such that it falls below our range and we are no longer in AVF. But the way this was set up too is the policy is set up so that the weighting is such that if we are disabled as an AVF, we do not become re-enabled as an AVF until not just one, but both interfaces are actually up. That was the reasoning behind this configuration here. Show, and I'll show that again. This is on router or switch 19. Show glbp brief. Yeah, so we're not the active router, we're the standby router. Well, and again, active router means the AVG. We are actively forwarding. As we can see here, local, we are forwarding on GI00. And if we do show glbp include weight, we're currently configured at 100. Our threshold is 70 and 90. So yeah, that was a cool lab. Liked it. All right, so what were we checking here is if we change the group number, what did the MAC address look like? So let's see. Let's go to actually a host, just for fun. These folks are configured with the virtual address as their default gateway. And if we ping it, we'll do a ARP resolution. Or we should. I'll bet these came up. I bet these were shut down and came back up with the interfaces down. No, that interface is up. Let's see. Let me check the other host. Ping 192.167.252. Okay, these are active. glbp show glbp brief. 192.167.252. Yeah. You can ping him. Do I have that on the right interface? GI00, GI00. All right, man. Good luck, show. Thanks for hanging out, man, and really enjoyed your stream today. Hope you had a good turkey day, man. This says 222, so I think I made a mistake over here. show glbp. I did. I put the wrong address over here. Show run interface 00, I think. No, that is correct. $122, right? Okay. Why can't this host? Hmm. One 167.255.22. Am I using the wrong mask? Let's see. Show run interface chat 00. That is correct. See if they can ping each other. Okay, he can ping him. Can switch 18 ping one of those guys? 192.172.5. Oh wow, okay, so it's not a glbp issue per se. 00.219.217.218. Can I ping the other guy? 219. Oh, it's because it's 200. $222. Ping 192.168.217, 218, 219, 220, 222. All that works fine here. That is odd. Show ARP. Interesting. Something is going on here because all right. So this is interesting. Hey, thanks for the good bits, man. So the MAC address is changed. Interesting. Look at this group number. So the group number did change to 3FF. So networklessons is right. But these hosts have not cleared the ARP table. Clear IP ARP. That's interesting. Can I not clear all ARP entries? So now let's try it. Okay. Weird. So this is what's interesting too, is that these guys do not do a gratuitous ARP. So if you change the group number or anything like that and the MAC address changes, they do not do a gratuitous ARP. So the other hosts are not going to learn about it for a while. So make sure you get the group number right the first time. All right, good job, networklessons. You're on it, man. So this is correct. How does glbp work at a high level? An AVG is elected based on priority. The AVG assigns virtual MAC addresses to each AVF, and then an algorithm is used to determine which AVFs are used. Yeah, it assigns a virtual MAC for up to 4 AVFs. When a client ARPs, the AVG hands out a different AVF MAC. Yeah, so let's see. That should have happened here. Show ARP. So he got FF01. He got FF02. Perfect. I love it. All right. How many glbp groups can be configured on an interface? 255. Oh, 1024. And I should have known that from the group configuration that I did here. Let's save the labs, by the way. We're going to leave this lab here for posterity. Nice. What does this MAC address correspond to? This corresponds to glbp group 1 AVF1. Yeah. What is associated with IP address 240.100.102 port UDP 3222? Yeah, glbp. Where does glbp send its messages to? Yeah. Okay. All right, now we can move on to NTP. Actually, let's go back to our agenda. We never really went through this agenda here. Yeah, so I need to get done with, close this. Oh, I need to edit that. Yeah, that one needs to be corrected. The drill sheet. Yeah, this is actually X. And let's push this. Okay, now we're all synced up. We're all good in the world. Yeah, so we've got to get by November 30th, which is what day? I mean, essentially, I want to get there by Friday night. I want to get all of infrastructure services. So by way of just sort of good review here, that means I need to complete NTP, DHCP section, NAT, IPv4 NAT and IPv6 NAT, and network optimization. Yeah, this is not going to happen. So when is the 30th? The 30th is Friday. Yeah, I'm going to probably change this to the 1st. Yeah, we're going to say to 1201 and then 1202 to 1210. This is creeping a little bit, but not too bad. Okay, let's get to... I took it easy today. I did, for the most part. Let's close these. And export the configs so that we are up to date here. And what I plan to do for the NTP lab is I'm going to go ahead and connect my lab to the internet. So I just carved out a single router here, and this net instance, this is, I need to refer back to a blog post. So let's just take a second to clean up some windows. In a moment, I'm going to change this playlist. I'm going to take a bio break, and I'm going to be right back. And we're going to connect our lab up in Eve to the community edition, to the internet, and set up NTP. So I will be right back, folks. We'll take a little break, and we'll keep on going. Don't go anywhere. Go anywhere. Don't touch that dial, as I say. All right, folks, we are back. And let's change this playlist up here. Man, I got some cool... we did a road trip to New Orleans during the break. And, man, we had some good music. Oh, I need to do this. Yep. All right, so yeah, we need to, I don't remember exactly these steps. And this was the best article I found on how to connect your EVE-NG to, this works in Azure, in other words. And I have not done this since I created a new server. You know, this is a new big server. This is a new server that is 20 vCPU and 160 gig of RAM. So I'm just going to check though and make sure here. Copy. Where's VS Code? Don't want that. Actually want to make sure that's in the notes here. Not in the notes. Did I close the agenda? I did. It's good to be back, folks. I've been gone for like a week. Okay, that's here. All right. And man, it's good to be back playing with the lab. I fired at the lab. Actually fired it up last night and started playing with it. And I was like, man, it's good to be back to lab. And I missed it. That's the one part of coming back to the routine that I don't mind. Some of the other getting back to the routine, it's like, okay, yeah. All right, so what we need to do is we're going to assign an IP address to the PNet interface. And what do I want to use here? Let's label it in the lab. We're going to create some text. Nat is going to be something wild and crazy. Let's do ten dot. Yeah, let's do that. How's our lab doing, by the way? We've got not a huge number of routers here. We've got now 21 devices, 22, 21 running. Let's just see how this lab is doing. Okay, not bad, 37%. I have KSM off. Yeah, 21 KVM nodes, so not bad. This lab is running well. So we're gonna say this is NAT here. And these are among the commands we need to run, as well as the DHCP server. I think this is already installed. I don't think I have to apt-get, but we'll see. Next one, modify the server as follows. Okay. So we're gonna actually, nano, I think. It's teasing me. Yeah, Etsy default. And we're gonna modify that. And then we're going to also modify this file. I have this working on my other EvenG. I know they had good intentions doing this code share snippet, but this doesn't always work. So this would be nano. Like I would have liked just inline text with this. It would be much easier to copy paste. Etsy DHCP dhcpd.conf. Then we start the DHCP server and enable it during boot. Okay, good. To save the IP tables configuration after we add IP tables. Oh, that's the problem I was having, I think. For the proc to be persistent across reboots. Oh, this is a great reply here. I don't know who this is. GAH. But I may do this. Yeah, I may do this afterwards. Because I'm having that problem with it being persistent. So, all right, we'll try this first. And we're going to say 10 to a 5 to a 5. Oh, this needs to be a range, though. This needs to be a 0. Let's use 10 dot 245.99. Yeah, let's do that. So this is going to be 99.0/24. NAT DHCP. Yeah. Okay. So this should change as well. And apt-get install. I don't think we need that. We'll see. Okay. Anything? All right. We need to change all these. 192.168.255.0 10.255.990. Yeah. Just to make sure we got all these, and the range. $10.255.99. No. 192.168.255.10. Okay, this is all right. You have not yet opened a folder. That is so not what I want to do here. All right, and FH. There we go. Yeah, still more instances of it. Options, routers. Okay. Name servers. Let's go once. And lab your domain is going to be even gnet. We're going to say .local. Even gnet .local. Okay. Domain name servers, broadcast. Yep. Like the song. PNet 9. Yes. All right. So let's secure shell into our server. That is my IP. This time, we had a power outage while I was out on the road. So when I came back, I had to change my network security group in Azure to allow my new IP. I got a new IP while I was gone. So did to upgrade it. No, we don't want to do that for sure. All right, so let's line up our screens here. We got screen crawl going on. Let's fix the screen crawl up. Let's see how we can do this here. There we go. Nice. All right, good to go. I know that's probably hard to see, but what can we do? All right, we're going to use PNet 9. And we're going to echo this command to IP forwarding. And then we're going to modify our IP tables. This is pnet 0. That's right. That's right. IP tables tnet a post routing. That's going to allow to pnet 0. I guess that's right. I know I've done that before. Okay. We may already have this installed. Let's see. Nope, we don't. Sent invalidate group password request. Have no idea what that's all about, but not too worried. Okay, then we're going to open this file. And interfaces equals enet 9. Error writing. Okay. It's probably Etsy. Yeah. All right, interfaces are going to be pnet 9. And okay, so this should be Etsy default. Now we're going to edit to our DCPD. Let's see here, shared network. Okay, attention if exists. Oh, okay, cool. You know, that would be the way to go for automated deployments. It's a very basic subnet declaration, slightly different configuration, internal subnet. Okay, so we're just going to insert this in here. And that should do it. Now let's do system control. And then we're going to enable it on startup. Synchronize the state, executing. Okay, good. All right, so now let's see if this works. To save the IP tables after we add IP tables in that. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead. Why not? What are we going to break? And we need a little snack of cheese here. Current IP can be saved. Little snack. Save, yes. Oh my goodness, it's I'm being adventurous here, but why not? Okay, that's done. Save, good. Reboot the system and do the following command. IP tables tnet. It should. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. So what we're going to do is close, stop all routers, stop all nodes. Close lab. log sign out. Reboot. Little lab maintenance, folks. So why don't we document this? We'll and I'm going to put the sources. So our information based on this reference. Select an IP address subnet to use for DHCP. Update commands below accordingly. Let's actually use like configuration blocks or something like that. Okay, and then we're going to call this section make IP tables change persistent. Reboot. Verify IP tables with this command. And this is for make IP forwarding persistent. All right, let's see if this worked. Man, this would be great if it did. It did. Awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna update system control. Uncomment the net IPv forward. And then we basically update this service. Okay, then reboot the system. Verify with the okay, I like it. All right, this is cool. If this actually works out, I'm going to save this to GitHub notes, and we're just going to call it EvenG connect internet. All right, we're going to do the restart, I want to verify that this does the trick. If it does, it's going to be awesome. Because what I was doing, I actually have on my desktop this fix up, something I was having to type each time. Yeah, exactly this. So it's going to be awesome. Every time we try to make it a little better each time. I should probably rename this to a .text file. I don't know if it is by default. Probably not. Yeah. File save, and then let's update these bad boys. So on this repo, added even G internet connect notes. All right, those are committed. Did I save this? Okay, no changes there. Good. And then push. All right, should be restarted by now. Things restart so fast in Azure. So let's test our command here. See if it worked. Should show 1 in output. Well, I appreciate whoever did that. Put this. It does. Sweet. All right, so let's go back to our lab. And get our screens lined up, and let's set up this NTP. And we're going to open this one. And for now, we're just going to boot this guy. No, I need to connect him. Too late. I'm in a bind now. When this happened, this is a bug also that they fixed. Oh yeah, that's it's not fixed yet in we're going to be on top of Cloud 9. Here we go. Yeah, 0, good. And let's also add, we want to add this guy to kind of a central location here. I think we want, who do we want here? RPF, what do we run here? That's got all 4 interfaces connected already. I guess we do kind of want this to be on the edge, so let's go here. 22, jet 01. Yep. That should be good. All right, let's line these guys up. I knew that would happen. Okay, so that's 10.990. That's gonna be our NAT, and we're gonna want an IP4, I think. Yeah, for now, let's just put an IP4 point-to-point link here. And our last network was 192.168.255.214. Yeah, a little messy. One 192.168.255.212. Yep. Okay, let's boot this guy up. And we'll boot this guy up for good measure. Failed the great network, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I swear you have to wait like 10 seconds. I want to time this. There we go. Failed to create network. Cassetics, how are you, man? I hope you're having a great Sunday. Well, at least it's Sunday for me. I don't know what time zone you're in. Sunday, 4:30 here. Welcome to the Land Tamer stream. Plenty of networking goodness going on. We're about to do some NTP, Network Time Protocol changes. So we need our internet connected to the lab. So we've just done that. I actually want to put him over here or something. And yeah, we're gonna, so he'll be DHCP. He'll get an IP from this pool. And then that's all we're gonna worry about at the moment, I think. No, we've got to connect 2 switches to this guy, or 2 devices. So Brazil, it's Sunday 5. Okay, about the same. You're just like a half hour ahead of me. Oh, I meant to do no there. This lab calls for using... Okay, this is perfect. In a router and 2 switches. And his host name is going to be R22. And we're going to pull up, let me see if I can work out this. All right, that's cool. That worked. I'm going to save that document. That was perfect. Edits. We're going to update that. Yep, all the stuff you get on GitHub. All right, so we're going to try to get our lab where we can see that, and we can see the chat window and our configuration window. Here we go. Perfect. All right. So interface jet 00 is going to be IP address DHCP. No shut. Jazz01 is going to be IP address 192.168. Oh, this needs to be a 167 because we're twisted like that. No shut. And over here, we're going to go also, we need to open this guy up too and move him over here. Okay, let's see, interface jazz00, IP address 192.172.5.212. And we're gonna get spammed by this switch over here about the CDP on switch 14 for some reason. Actually, what we need to do is tell him face jazz 03 duplex full and switch 15. All right, let's make sure we can ping upstream 192.172.5.213. And we can, good. Show IP interface brief. Okay, we did not get a DHCP address. Oh, yeah, I wonder why that is. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Cloud 9, that's right. Let's check our notes here. All right, so this is how we connected ourselves to the internet here. Let's open this link again. See if I skipped any steps. Interface is per server and NAT. Do I need to start this server or it should be started already? Let's see. Maybe it wasn't started. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting window management issues here. All right. Do a shut and a no shut. Go bite from our snack here. Still no IP. All right, let's check our instructions. All right, I've got way too many windows open here that I can deal with, I think. The VMnet has permission for a user to get IP from cloud interface. Yes. So, It should anyway. Let's see here. All devices should have DHCP enabled. This will receive their address from DHCP in this pool. And make sure I didn't skip any steps here. All right, so let's look at our IP forward rule. Proc sys net IPv4 IP underscore forward. Net, okay, IPv4. IP underscore forward. I don't think that's how it's supposed to look. No, it's just supposed to say 1. Okay. That's right. And now let's do if config. This is not here. This is not persisting, I guess. That's the problem, I think. This should be 1. Oh, maybe that's the issue. I had that wrong. Okay. All right, now let's do a, just for good measure. SGI 0, 0. Shut, no shut. All right, we'll give it a minute. Usually takes a minute. And let's look at our ping 10.25.99.1. In the meantime, let's look here. All right, 10.25.9.1. Yep. Okay, well that's good. Since this IP was not in place, I wonder if we have to restart things. Let me see what else I have here. Echo 1, IP2. Let's look at our DHCP. What folder is that? Etsy default, okay. Etsy DHCP. Ten to 5.9.0 net mask. Okay, good. Range. Good. Interface PNet 9. Okay, good. Yeah, he's not getting an IP though, so. All right, let's do this. Let's write our changes here. Write our changes here. I know this works though because I have done this before. Close this. And let's export the config here and export the config here. Okay, I'm going to stop all nodes. Close the lab. Sign out. And we're going to restart this guy. Okay. Look at that, lab already came up. Boom. All right, let's just start this guy. Yeah. Failed to create network. I got to figure out what those timers are. Like you have to wait a certain period of time before you try to create or boot the router. All right, hopefully this will do it. We have our DHCP server installed, the internet interface configured. It's so kind of like annoying when it does that. Anyway, subnet mask, range, all pretty standard stuff here. Okay, show IP interface brief. Ping 10.2.5.9.9.1 repeat. All right, let's check our changes. Let's go through each one and make sure they're all here. Wow, so I have to do this each time. Ten to a 599.1. Okay. So does that mean this is so annoying. The I wonder if the IP tables don't apply because let's check. Ten two five nine nine zero, yeah. So that's good. All right. Is this not started? Let's see, DHCP, DHCPD.conf. That's there, 10.25990. Interface PNet 9. Okay, that's good. And let's look at our cat Etsy default. Let's see. Interfaces equals PNet 9. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, 0 shut. Let's do a shut, no shut. See if that helps. We could actually do a capture here. See if we get right packets going out. Okay, this is a discover. We're getting discovers and that's it. Well, that's not good. Let's reconfigure the lab here. CDP. It's basically dropping them. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, let's delete it. Actually, let's shut it down. Stop. Delete. Add a new network. Where did it go? Network has been added. Where are you? Hello? Oh, there you are. Jeez. What are you doing all the way over there? All right. Okay, start the router. I know I have this working in another lab. I can pull that one up as a reference just to see what might be different. Got to run here in Azure. This guy right here. So I know this can work. All this for a little NTP lab. I need this anyway, though. Okay. $60 packets output, 0 packets input. It's not talking at all. So we'll just go over here and see. Oh, you know what? I need to update this NSG, I think. Hold on. That's it. The firewall's not allowing us in. We're about to change that. Save. All right, where's my window? Come on now. There we go. Let's see. That lab was probably this one. Yes. Cloud9. Yep. Does it have to be this range or something? Is that what the deal is? Let me compare to the other. Okay, you've served our purpose. You can go away. The window. Get out of here. Thank you. And let's hit this other box. I wonder if it has to be this range. Is that like a built-in range or something? I doubt it. Masquerade all anywhere. That's the same. All right, let's do side by side. Hey man, sorry I asked for a start late stream. From where are you getting the DHCP? So there's from the EVNG server itself. We installed the DHCP server. And the only difference is the range that I've used from one VM to another. We could try static though. If you're asking that, makes me think, you know, why not just do a static address? 00. Hey, no problem. 10.25.99.9. I can ping it. Let's do IP default gateway. IP routing. So now let me see if I can do definitely does just seem to be the DHCP part that's not working. So let's look at, you know what? I had a document in here that showed me what I had to do each time. And I threw it away prematurely. Let's see, date deleted. So they used to in the trash put files in the order you deleted them. Now they don't do that anymore. Makes it kind of hard to go back and find them. Fix up. Yeah, let's get away from doing things that would seem natural, and let's just mix it up. Maybe you can try getting IP from NAT interface from your VMware. Yeah, I'm not running VMware actually. Is this a step I'm missing? DHCP server is started. Loaded, failed. Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh, so why will it not run on this box? That's the problem. Interesting. So something about this it does not like. This is pretty much exactly the same. except for the range 10.25.990. I wonder if it's freaking out about that. But it will not load. System. Loaded, failed. Why is that? System CTL failed. This is the last thing I want to be troubleshooting during my lab time, but what alternative do I have? We're getting only the end of it, so it look like it's complaining. Seems your network is about your subnet declaration. Turn out no IP address and IP add command output. It does not like 10.255 maybe. Let's see what it says on the logs. Could not generate MAC address for no such file or directory. Cat var log syslog grep dhcpd. Line 48, unexpected end of file. Okay. What is on line 48? Does it not like some sort of character in here? Does it not like this domain name? Even G. Let's do that. .local.net. Okay, range. Oh, maybe it doesn't like that domain name server. Curly braces is missing. I think that's at the end, maybe? Maybe you're right. Maybe you are right. Let's see. Man, if that's it, I'd really appreciate it. Sadix, I hope that's it. All right, let's restart it. That was it. Casadix, you are my new favorite viewer. I tell you, I have, man, I work a lot on YAML file, or not YAML, but JSON files. How many times, I should know, how many times have I had an issue because of a missing brace? I think we can shut down this other VM. We don't know. Thanks, man. I'm with you. Thank you for the session. Hey, you're very welcome. Hope this helps. Glad to hang out, do some networking. Yeah, let's stop this Azure VM. Yeah, I'm not using VMware. I'm using Azure, so it's Hyper-V. For the lab. And I knew this has been working before. Let's do a no shut. There we go. Thank goodness. Now, okay, we should also ping ntp.pool.ntp.org. Yes, awesome. Now the lab can continue. You're the man, Casadix. All right. So in this lab, let's start this guy up. Come on, router 7. Work with me here. Thank you. And we need one more device to work on this NTP lab. I would just say the switch. Okay. And let me show up the interface brief. Okay, yeah, the other interface is facing towards the other router. Good. All right. So we're going to copy this or move this topology over here and shrink this guy. Okay, we're going to configure our router. This is going to be, I think he's going to end up becoming like the master router. So we're going to say NTP server pool.ntp.org. And show NTP associations. Good. And then show NTP status. Okay, so NTP association shows if our clock is synchronized or not. So we've got this configured, but we're not synchronized yet. So I think we just need to wait a minute. Yeah, that's also showing that it's unsynchronized. Let's change this playlist up here a little bit. NTP synchronization can be very slow. Yeah, so we have a software clock and a hardware clock, right? Our software clock is that. And that is our hardware clock, which on this device, granted, may be the same. And yeah, they're probably the same just because we're on a virtual router. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Unsynchronized, yeah. We'll go ahead and configure the other switches. Let's see if will they be able to route, show IP route. 192, okay, directly connected. How is our routing set up over here? Show IP protocols. I know we have IP6 running. Okay, we don't really have anything, so let's just get, let's just run EIGRP. So and let's see, send it back, send it back. And we're going to put a default route base. We're going to redistribute a default route. And we're going to say, let's see here, router EIGRP. And we're going to say network 192.167.205.212. And we're going to do the same over here. And I want to redistribute a default route. So I have a gateway of last resort. Router EIGRP 6535. Out. Accept output default routing information. Okay, good. 00 via show IP route. Router EIGRP. I need to originate though. Standard, yeah, I don't want to do that. We're gonna have to look this up. It's been a while. Oh, I could do a summary address, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Colors, I don't need you. Don't know where you came from. Don't know why you're here. All right. Interface jazz 01, IP EIGRP summary. Okay, IP. Summary. EIGRP. All right, let's see if that works. Okay, nice. Ping pool.ntp.org. Ah, it won't work here. Okay, jeez, thank you, lab. All right, so on the switches, do they even have, all right. We'll just add them to the same AS. Network 192.167.205.222. Network 192.167.205.220. We gotta configure router 7 now. Network 192.167.205.222. Okay. There we go. Nice. So, ping. These should be able to now reach our time server, or will be our time server. Show NTP status. Unsynchronized, that's okay. NTP server is going to be 192.167.205.213. Show NTP association. Okay. So I think it's still, it's configured, but it's not yet synced. And that's fine. Show NTP status. Yeah. So this just has to congeal, I think. Actually, what we want to do, I think, for this lab is we want switch 15 to sync with switch 14. No NTP server. Two. And it. All right. Oh, we want them to use a core router. All right. Then they can use each other. That's right. So we're going to do no NTP server 192.172.222.167.205.213 and NTP peer. And over here, NTP peer. Okay, still in it. That's fine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wait until this is a good breaking point for me in this lab to eat dinner, and I'm going to just kind of let this congeal and probably come back in a little bit, and we'll see where this is at. But yeah, that's what we've got going on today. Let me do a little cleanup here and just say thanks everyone for who's been in the chat today, hanging out. This is the Discord server. Definitely check it out if you haven't signed on. That's where we have a lot of conversations about things that we're labbing or issues that we're having, or cool links and just all sorts of stuff goes on in our Discord server. That's where most of the community sort of participation, and interaction takes place. So definitely check it out. And we'll see you all on the Discord, and I may or may not stream later. We'll see. I may do it for an hour. We'll see. Yeah, sure thing. Casadix, thanks for your help. That's why I do the streaming, because it's oftentimes you get all sorts of tips and help and a second set of eyes to look things over where things we may have missed before. So always a great experience streaming. Thanks, folks, for hanging out, and we shall see you back here soon in the Land Tamer stream.